Hello everybody, it's me Alexthehunted, here in my lair, safe from any shark attack that may actually happen. That's right, today we're talking about Jaws. The first Jaws was a suspenseful horror movie that made this whole summer blockbuster thing the thing it is today. And the movie holds up very well to this day. Of course, it made so much money Hollywood wanted a sequel, so we got Jaws 2, a pretty decent sequel but nowhere near as good as the original. But it still made a lot of money, so we got Jaws 3D, which is an unintentionally hilarious, awful movie. But it still made Hollywood a ton of money, so of course we got a fourth sequel, Jaws for the Revenge, and this is the movie that finally killed the franchise once and for all, and is widely regarded as one of the worst horror movies and one of the worst actual movies of all time. So, is it as bad as everyone says it is? Well, let's take a look. This is Jaws 4, The Revenge.
Gonna tell you the story of a reggae shark. There are hundreds of sharks living under the sea. A great white hammerheads and white tip reefs. But the one shark that's got...
So, our movie begins with the typical Jaws opening, seeing things through the shark's point of view, as it moves incredibly slowly. And what does the whole build-up of the Jaws theme tune and these credits end on?
Stop that. Stop what? I'm not doing anything.
Pan-fried fish! Oh, the horror! Anyway, Ellen Brody, again played by Lorraine Gray, and this is the last movie she ever acted in, talking with her son and being all happy before he goes into the water to fix some broken Bowie. So we know he's doomed. How do we know he's doomed? Well, this line pretty much tells us his entire fate.
Tiffany, do you have any idea what a madman you're marrying?
Yes, I do.
I gotta go check in.
Okay.
See you later. Love you.
Bye. Me too. Don't be late.
Yeah.
He's doomed. So as the young Brody goes to fix the Bowie, guess who shows up but Jaws. But just watch this attack and see how poorly edited it is. Okay, so where do I begin? How about the fact that the blood is already in the water when Jaws attacks? How about the 3 million cuts that gave us no indication that Jaws bit off his arm? And also, it's so easy to tell that the actor has just got his arm underneath that coat. Also, we keep cutting away to some carolers, like the movie just forgot about the shark attack, and then suddenly remembers and goes back to what we came to see. So young Brody gets killed by Jaws and Ellen Brody goes to identify the body. Acting. We then get more acting as Michael Brody comes round with his daughter to try and comfort her over her loss, and also to witness her becoming insane.
It came for him.
What?
It waited all this time and it came for him.
Wait, so you're meaning to tell us, movie, that this Jaws, a shark, a predator that just, sees humans as food, and has been blown up pretty much 3 times now, has now got a vendetta and wants revenge against the Brody family. A shark, one of the deadliest predators known to man, has a vendetta and is going after all the Brody family like he's some kind of Michael Myers serial killer. Ugh, Christ, is this movie insane. Anyway, Michael chats with his friend and really it's nothing. I just bring it up because of the way this scene ends. He just runs off. Where is he going? No idea. He even says he has no idea where he's going. It's literally like the writers had no idea how to end this scene, so they just had him run off because that's just the best way to end the scene. Let's move on. Anyway, Ellen continues going off all crazy, saying that she doesn't want anyone going into the water.
I want you to get out of the water.
So I guess to kind of calm her down and relax her over this whole ordeal, they end up flying off to the Bahamas, where they run into this friendly pilot played by Michael Caine? What the hell is he doing here? And oh yeah, fun fact, it's because of this movie he couldn't accept his first Oscar in person. And if you're wondering what the hell Michael Caine is actually doing in this movie, this is one of his admitted paycheck movies, movies he did just for the money. Other movies include 1978's The Swarm and 1980's The Island. I mean, he's doing the movie for the money, but at least he's honest about it. To quote him talking about Jaws for the Revenge, "I've never seen it, but by all accounts it is terrible. However, I have seen the house that it built, and that's terrific." Give the man some credit, at least he's honest. So as Ellen Brody goes out for a swim, she suddenly is attacked by a shark, and it was all a dream. Yes, this movie is not above going the lowest common denominator, and one of the most hated writing choices. So by the way, this movie takes place during Christmas, even though it was released in the midsummer, and the Christmas thing has nothing really to do with the plot. But anyway, it does give us a great line with a 6-year-old in the same room.
Sharp shirt, Jay.
Hey, may your sex life be as busy as your shirt.
Thank you.
"There is a child in the room, you shit for brains." Anyway, after about half an hour, we finally get to see Jaws in all of his amazingly terrible animatronic fakeness. And also, we find out that Ellen Brody has some kind of psychic connection with the shark, because she senses when it's close when she steps into the water. So Ellen and Michael Caine start to hit it off, and it's okay, I guess. It's basically just a load of filler for the whole movie, but you know, it doesn't really distract us from the fact, oh, that's one little thing of, you know, how can an elderly woman have a psychic connection with a shark? So anyway, Jaws attacks one of the boats that one of the Brody sons is on. And their reaction while this great white is attacking their boat is...
Total surprise!
Anyway, Jaws doesn't kill anyone, he really doesn't damage the boat that much. Really, it's just a kind of awkward annoyance. So you can see his revenge is really kicking into gear. And also, Brody has another psychic connection with the shark, and if you just look at Michael Caine's face when she says she's fine and starts dancing off, that is the face of a man who has realised he is talking to a person who is completely insane. So Kid Brody decides that they should study Jaws because they think they'll get a larger grant from it. Anyway, we spent another 20 minutes without seeing any sign of Jaws, and pretty much nothing happens in between that. But every now and then it throws something really, really odd, like this.
I've always wanted to make love to an angry welder. I've dreamed of nothing else since I was a small boy.
Lady, you should either burn him really badly with that thing, or run for your life. So anyway, they decide to do an actual smart thing and put a tracker on Jaws, which, in all fairness, is a good idea. However, it really makes Jaws look a lot less threatening because he falls for this lure, and he's supposed to be like this deadly apex predator, and doing this just makes him come across as some stupid animal. So anyway, this movie didn't think one dream sequence was stupid enough, so they decided to do it again. Why? No reason. So anyway, the next day, Kid Brody goes into the water to do some research. And of course, Jaws attacks him because Jaws knew he would be in the water. Oh my god, you look so pain. So as Jaws is distracted by the yellow submarine, Brody makes his escape into a convenient sunken ship. Oh, and if you haven't noticed by now, this is the worst looking Jaws in all of the movies. I mean, just looking at him, the animatronics are so bad he actually can't close his mouth. So it just gives him this completely goofy look. So anyway, Kid Brody uses the air tank to shoot up to the surface really quickly, so most likely he has the bends. But with his near-death experience with Jaws, Brody does the smartest thing and goes right back into the water the next day. Why doesn't he just hold up a sign that says, eat me, I'm free Jaws, come on, eat me! But because this Jaws is shown to be a bit stupid, and decides not to go after the idiot in the water in the exact same spot he almost killed him yesterday. This time he decides to go after the little girl Brody. Wow, is this movie gonna have some balls and actually kill a child like it did in the original movie? I mean, this movie sucks, but at least they're not holding back. Or he misses. Jaws, why do you suck so much in this movie? So after this attack, Ellen has had too much, and now she wants to take the fight right to Jaws. Pretty much exactly the same way like the original movie. Only this time she's going alone, with no weapons and no way to call for help. Yes, this woman is insane. So when the others find out, they take Michael Caine's plane to go and find her, just as Jaws attacks. As they land in the water, they start to swim to the boat. Does Jaws attack the Brody in the water right where he needs him? No, he goes after Michael Caine. But to be fair, it does give us the best reaction in the whole movie and is almost makes it kind of worth watching this whole entire piece of crap for. That was probably Michael Caine's reaction after finding out that this movie is stopping him from accepting his Oscar in person.
Hey, give me a hand here for Christ's sake. Okay. How the hell you do that, man? It wasn't easy, believe me.
What else? You all right, man?
Oh, bloody hell.
What the hell? How did Michael Caine survive that? He just didn't get eaten. That makes no sense. The plane was sunk with Jaws attacking it, and he just swum away. I have no idea what to say. So they decide to use some magic tech to get at Jaws using a flashlight, and the explanation is so terrible I'm not even going to dirty your minds by mentioning it. So as they try that, gets eaten by Jaws, but they get the device inside the shark, which they start to use to shock him, which causes Jaws to roar like a lion. Yes, I'm serious. Also, Ellen Brody starts having flashbacks to the first movie where Brody killed the first shark. But that makes no sense because he was alone in the middle of the ocean, so no one was around to see him. So how could she be seeing the flashbacks to it? So using the flashy thing, they get Jaws into position where they deal the final blow, which means he blows up. No, literally, Jaws just blows up when they tap the ship into him. Did I mention this Jaws sucks? And with that, Jaws is dead, and somehow the black guy survived. No idea, because he was eaten by Jaws, drowned, and, well, you know, the Jaws also exploded with probably him inside of it. So, how the hell did he survive? You know what, I don't care anymore. This movie's almost over, so I'm just going to say the Dragon Ball brought him back. Oh god, roll the credits. And that was Jaws 4. Can you see why it killed the franchise? I mean, the story is lazy, the Jaws animatronic is just crap, it's not scary, Michael Caine clearly doesn't give a shit, and it's just an edited mess. You know, I am so glad this was the last Jaws film. Because I don't know I can't see how this could have possibly got any worse from this. But anyway, I'm Alexthehunted, and you know what, just stay out of the water so we don't get to Jaws 5. God damn. Ugh. That was a bad one.
Gonna tell you the story of a reggae shark. There are hundreds of sharks living under the sea. A great great whites, hammerheads, and white tip reefs. But the one shark discovery always leave out